That way we can tell you all kinds of local stories. One Northamptonshire-based support group, which helps grieving dads, is going to be tackling a major challenge. It's going up in the world 3 times. Members of Daddies with Angels are going to be scaling the 3 highest peaks. Yes, it's the 3 Peaks Challenge. Very well known in its own right, but a mighty challenge nevertheless. Paul Scully-Sloan is the man who set Daddies with Angels up in the first place. We've told the story of Daddies with Angels on a number of occasions before. It's a very private, very quiet, almost a very closed group that runs almost exclusively through Facebook. But what of the future? Paul's with me in the studio this afternoon. Paul, how was Christmas and the New Year for you?
Christmas was busy. We were on every day. We had new people joining us every day. We were like 24 hours a day all over Christmas, New Year.
I can imagine for dads that are grieving, New Year's Eve, Christmas Day, Easter, what would otherwise have been a birthday, very difficult emotional times.
It is, because it's times like that when they realise what's missing and what should be, that they should be seeing their children open Christmas presents, or they should be celebrating with their children.
We've spoken over the last couple of 3 years. Just how strong is the group? How big is the group now?
The Facebook group is currently just under 1,000 members. We speak to people daily by email, on Twitter, by letter, if that's not to do. So it's constant. It's busy and it's growing over. We're adding new people to the group each day.
So is that because people are talking about it quietly and recommending each other to come onto the site? Because if you don't know it's there, it's quite difficult to find it. It's a closed group. It isn't something that is that publicly available, is it?
It is publicly available, but it's one of those things that people don't talk about, and it's opportunities like this coming in today that allows people to say, hey, we didn't know that was there. But it is word of mouth, and it is more people getting involved and people benefiting or taking some comfort and benefit from what we're doing and tell other people.
When we first started talking, you were talking about wanting to make this a fully fledged charity.
Yep.
Legally, it isn't yet.
No.
So it's a self-interested group in that case.
Yeah.
What have you got to do to become a charity?
We follow the same rules now as a charity. We've got a constitution, we've got an equal opportunities policy, we've got child protection policy. So we do everything as if we were a charity. The hurdle to becoming a registered charity is raising £5,000 and maintaining £5,000 each year. That's the criteria for being a registered charity. But becoming a registered charity for us opens more doors for us, because it means that we can apply for a different set of funding. People, when they say to me, when I talk to them about funding, one of the first questions they say, are you a registered charity? And when we say we're not, people think you're not doing it properly. But not every charity does everything by the rules.
So getting that registered charity number would really be of significant help to you in developing it for other people.
It would. It would open more doors and help us reach more people.
Now, with the fundraising in mind, you've got some lunatics who are going to be taking on the 3 Peaks Challenge. Yeah. Tell me about how and when and who's doing it.
Knowing them personally, some of them are really lunatics. We got contact. We had a new dad called Gareth Williams from Cornwall. He lost his daughter Ava 6 months ago, but he wanted to do something like I did, something positive after his loss, and so he wanted to raise awareness of movements in babies before they're born. Kicks to counter kicks do that as well, but he wanted to do something. But he also wanted to raise some money to help all other organisations. So he contacted me and said, can I join your group? And when he joined the group, he sort of said, hey, this is good, I'm benefiting from this, what can I do to help? So he said to me, what are your plans for the next year? So I told him, we talked about the charity, about having live chat on our website, about having groups across the country, face-to-face groups. She said, what's the block to that? I said, £5,000.
Yeah, sure.
So New Year's Day, he jumped in the sea with some friends and raised us £300. And he said, right, I want to do something else. I'm going to do the 3 Peaks Challenge. I want to get you this £5,000. So I said, right, we'll go for it. So we've set up a group on Facebook for people that want to get involved with the challenge, be it taking a walk themselves or helping organise it or back up the event. So that's how it started, and that's where we're at with it now.
This is going to take place, hopefully, in warmer temperatures between June and September of this particular year.
Yeah.
So you're going to be going up, or they are going to be going up, Ben Nevis, 1,345 metres, Scarfell Pike, 978 metres, and Snowdon, with the small matter of 1,085 metres. This is obviously a fundraising exercise. Just how much do you have to raise to get to that magic £5,000 figure?
What, for this event or
So that you can become a registered charity.
£5,000 to be registered charity, but they're hoping to beat that £5,000. We haven't had the discussion yet about how we're going to fund the actual expedition or the trip or the challenge, whatever people want to call it.
Yeah, no, I'm asking you how much you've got to raise to get to 5,000. How much have you got in the bank
Oh,
now?
we've got about £1,000 in the bank, just over £1,000.
It's quite a long way to go.
So
then.
nearly about £4,000.
Okay. How many people are taking part in the event?
So far on the group, there's 27. But some of them are actually going to do the challenges. Some of them are sort of saying, how can we help? Gareth has talked in terms of a maximum team of 30, because that seems to be the safest number or recommended number. But if there's more than that, then they can look at doing another group of 30.
And if people want to support either in terms of making a donation or even offering to take part in the event themselves, there is still time to do that. How do they do so?
If they go on our website, www.daddieswithangels.org, there's a section called Get Involved. If you click on that and scroll down a bit, you've got a bit about our knitting project for the Angel Babies, and underneath that there's the Three Peaks Challenge. If you click on that, it will tell you about the Facebook group, the GoFundMe page for the donations, the article that was in the local media, and an email for anybody that actually wants to sponsor the event.
And that's daddieswithangels.org.
.org.
Right, you've got until June, sometime between June and September of this year, when hopefully temperatures will be a little bit higher than they are right now, and hopefully as sunny and as dry as they are right now. Could you do that? If you couldn't, maybe you could help others who are going to be taking part in their own mighty challenge. Ben Nevis, Scarfell Pike and Snowdon. Taken at a leisurely pace? We'll see. Hopefully they'll go at the slowest pace that they possibly can to get the job done in 3 consecutive days.